It's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Holding receiving.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Ingram going to get it on the option. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Down at the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An option run with Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone? As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
Well, Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later round, big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Off play action. Barkley escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and make some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard gain. Brings up second.
Again, it'll be Singletary.
Oh, he got stuck behind the line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
He's dragging him all over the place.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
I don't know why, but in franchise, the kicking is
Takes
much
this
more
about 5
strict.
yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game.
I'm playing Madden 21.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
They always get big third
A
downs.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine.
We're gonna go-
But how
we're
about
gonna
them
go
going
into
back out there,
halftime.
recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. To return is McKenzie.
Oh.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice
That's a
punt.
40.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Barkley. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And it's 2nd down. Now a run with Singletary. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Really works on like short third downs. Oh, double slants. Usually it works on short third downs.
I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Should I go for 2 to get the other point back?
56 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Barkley's not bad.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really,
slants is always
is
good
how quickly everything happens.
happens.
Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team.
Last
What is
time
your
I played,
strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball
like,
at 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now here come the Ravens. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin.
Oh, running over there, too.
Out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And that is incomplete.
I thought he was throwing to the tight end.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunch.
They're going to get him as he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's 9:30.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Griffin. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I almost blocked it once. Dang it.
They'll score that.
If you would have stood up, he would have been gone.
The offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
They get caught up across the
lead,
middle.
but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Intended receiver was Duke Williams, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Barkley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And then I got
the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Yeah, it did.
As they'll
He
stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Buffalo.
Ace post. Sounds like another good play. I'm gonna get safeties really hard up.
Throwing on first down. Barkley.
Oh.
And he'll get this
I clicked O.
Singletary.
I clicked O, but then he got hit same through it to Devin Singletary.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Alright, I'm going for
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Why do you get for verticals? I'll just do Hail Mary.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
They have 3 safeties deep.
A final shot before break. Barkley, he's going to rifle one deep left side.
Of course he caught it, too.
Inside the 10.
That's crazy.
So we have reached halftime. Boy, rough crowd.
Only if he would have been by himself. Only if he would have been
skipping
single
halftime.
coverage.
All right, let's get right back to the action.
And we
We're
get the
set for
ball.
quarter 3.
Anyways.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask
I made
for
my
him.
own play.
Show him that you're supposed to get
He's not starting right now.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Barkley. Buying and a big loss here.
If you want to learn how to throw the right,
Tyus Bowser.
you just click R3.
That's a loss of 17.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
One time I tried to do it though, and I got intentional.
Barkley, he's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Oh, I know it always does that. Or you hit stick him and he like falls back but doesn't fumble.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get in.
Oh, you were in right past
I think a lot of the guys will go back
I don't know why the quarterbacks never fumble
has
either.
someone assigned to how did each play work.
Quarterbacks never
Okay,
fumble
what
either.
do we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
I hit sticks
Try and get
RG3
back
once
some of
in
those
my
plays,
last game.
as well as
He just
the
fell out of bounds
possibility
with
of
the
showing
ball.
something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play.
When they keep getting big yards on the passing game, I get onto the line because usually I'm playing linebackers and I'm trying to cover. But if I'm not doing really good on it, I just get on the line and let the linebackers like,
It forward.
And there's also
Looking
another
to throw
thing that
again on
I've been doing
second
recently.
down. Griffin, but I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Zero turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
The little down arrow because it presses the cornerbacks.
Neither side has turned the ball over. Sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. And no room to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins.
You didn't get it.
Gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first
what?
down. They only
There's
needed
no
a few
way
inches,
he got
and they
that.
didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert
He
on
said
down.
by about the width of a shoelace.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Got an open man, it's Scott. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Griffin. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver.
Oh, I almost blocked it.
Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps.
I almost did.
In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
Oh.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Wide open.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Can't break any
And
tackles.
they'll get it up just short
Tight
of
end,
the
too.
45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Buffalo.
On 1st down, Barkley eluding the pressure right. He'll try and fire the... That's caught inside the 20.
Flag.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Dang it.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an
Big
explosive
yards,
play.
too.
A really explosive
Why do I
play.
feel like
They get
Devin
wiped
Singletary
out,
should
and
play
they have to
wide
start
receiver?
over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Excuse me.
Operating from the gun, Barkley.
Dang it.
And this will be incomplete.
I caught that.
Physical play on the football there.
Second and
second
20.
down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming,
Shark has
let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body,
Imagine
and
he'll
absorbing
roll
the
it.
hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's airing it out for
Dang
Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. He's going to go on top again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands. First and 10. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Griffin. And this is caught. He hits score. And he will have a Ravens first conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
43-yard line.
On the option, here's Griffin.
Bro, how did he not fumble that?
Not quite to the 35.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
This one goes for
oh, that's crazy.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun.
Oh, 4th down.
This is going to be incomplete.
Let's go.
This is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Dang it, I almost blocked it again.
It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's head.
I jumped too early.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But
all right, we got to score this drive. We got to 2 clock and score. 2 clock and score. 2 clock and score. That's why I'm going to keep doing switch. 3 timeouts.
Now the Bills offense
3
gets ready
timeouts.
to head back onto the
Here we go.
field.
Here we go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Barkley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Go! Dang it, he stepped out of bounds.
Able to take this one up to the 35.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
No!
A crusher there as it's intercepted.
No! No! No!
Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
You gotta score. No!
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me.
No!
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there.
Did you see what I did? I just threw a pick 6.
And of course, how about the fluid moves
No!
to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's the dream I had
No.
of being that player. I just never was.
Yeah, I was until I threw it.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10.
I might go for 2. No, I think I'm just going to keep it safe and let it go to overtime.
So the Bills now.
I've never been into
by
overtime
10.
before. Why did I
2
just do
minutes,
this flip
30
turn?
seconds to
I don't know,
play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Don't throw an
interception.
interception.
Almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Huh?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
I'm sorry.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
First down.
Complete to Hodgins. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I've never been in a game this close before.
Throwing on first down. Barkley.
Oh, that
Hodgins there complete.
I got so lucky right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
I'm stressing so much.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barkley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that's complete to Croft. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
15 yards. And the Bills first down.
Wide receiver corners. I usually don't do that on this one. I'll try it.
From the gun, Barkley. This throw's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Duke Williams, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Throwing again, Barkley.
Oh, he stopped!
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it.
Yeah.
3rd down now.
Oh, what actually?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
I'm going to get it. I have to. I'm going to have to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Won't I have to score 2 times? Dang it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Barkley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it's no good.
Wow. Well, that was that.
No, don't turn off. Let's start one.
That's what?
Let's start it again.
Start what?
Okay. Let me play for a little bit while you go get dressed.
Sure. Wow, that was... Oops. That was embarrassing. So you're gonna play the Ravens again. Here, you can wear this little too to hear the sound. That was embarrassing.
I think just hit accept. What do you want me to do?
Click X. And then play preseason game. Play full game. And then you're good. Oh, and then you know how to do that, right?
Do what?
Do the start the game.
Yeah, hit X.
Yeah.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I think the development of Josh Allen as the starting quarterback in Buffalo has been rapid. We knew he had a big arm coming out of college. People question his accuracy, his decision-making a little bit, but I think that continues to improve as well. And the biggest surprise, how well he's used his legs to give them an extra dimension in the running game. And give him credit, his completion percentage last season was up 6 points from the year before. He continues to improve.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 50.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Sure.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
7 yards. It's third down and goal.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster there to make the grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
I ran out the whole first quarter, so
about
what's his name doesn't play now.
To try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Griffin flushed out right. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Griffin going to keep it himself. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
tackle made.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On as the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Letting one go deep for Roberts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Barkley. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Barkley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Barkley.
No.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Griffin. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Griffin on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Let's go. Take it back.
Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over first.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Andre Roberts is the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Taken in the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Griffin. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Griffin's pass, thrown away and incomplete.
It's what?
Micah Hyde on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
48-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Okay, coming.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
What?
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the option, here's Griffin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
What?
The drive starting with first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team is not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Barkley. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. Barkley toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Chris Moore returning it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though. Because
under pressure, they in there to drop him, and that will go in the young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack on 1st down, Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down. Here's RG3. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills.
Hey, Lana, if you're watching me, it's me now.
Game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on 1st down. Single
Go! Touchdown! First play! Let's go!
Zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 37 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit,
Layla.
but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Hey,
Without a
orangutan.
doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type
Oh,
of
no!
Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still
Hey,
willing to see
Layla.
that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first
Hey,
and
Layla,
10.
come here. Come to the playroom.
To throw is RG3. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A.J. Epinesa.
Layla ran away.
Record the second sack of his young NFL
Aw,
career.
man.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third and long. It's Griffith letting one go deep for the end zone.
No!
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
No!
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here.
Oh, touchdown, 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 touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills add on.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The return man, Chris Moore.
Oh, big hit.
Out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as
33-3
roster spot. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
12 seconds.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. They'll find Dobbins out of the
big hit.
backfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
They're going deep.
Second down completion got him 7. Now here's
They're going
third and
Hail
3.
Mary.
Now it's Griffin.
Interception.
And for a third time
Take
tonight,
it
he's
back.
intercepted.
Take it
The
back.
pro-call
Oh,
Tredavious
last play of the
White
game. He
picks
takes it
off.
back. Imagine. Dang it. He was about to take it back on the last play of the game. Yeah.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was
All
a
right,
defense
that's
that
it.
led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second
See
half.
you
And remember
guys
the old
next
adage,
time.
offense sells tickets.
Yep. See you guys next time, and thank you for watching. See ya.